Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Mandy. If you're new here, this is not my normal content, so don't worry if you're not new here. You're like, what the heck is happening? I recently dove into the book community on Instagram and on here and TikTok and YouTube, all the places, because I really got back into reading fictional and just reading for fun. I haven't been able to do that in years. It's always been some sort of leadership book or book that would help me in business or ministry, and although I really enjoy that and will still be adding that in, I was not doing much fiction reading or just reading for fun. And so once I found this community, when I was looking for book recommendations, I stumbled upon a whole community of people who do this all the time, and I love it. So I decided to join a readathon. It's called 'Tis the Season-a-thon, and it is hosted by Bookables. That's her name here on YouTube and on Instagram. And the 'Tis the Season-a-thon has its whole own Instagram. And I thought I would just vlog my little journey on this readathon. So come with me if you want to. So the readathon is from December 5th to the 11th. And I started it on the 5th, but I didn't vlog it, so I'm a little disappointed that I didn't, do this, but I'm new. I'll get better at this. And it's just a really fun, I wanted to read some holiday reads, and so this was a fun way for me to like choose through the overwhelm, because when you want to read holiday reads, there's so many good ones. There's like good like rom-coms, like Hallmarky ones, there's good mysteries and all those kinds of things. So this helped me just kind of condense it, and since it's only a week, if I wanted to do more later, I totally can, which I probably will. So the first one is a book set in December. So I picked up The Christmas Spirit for this prompt by Debbie McComber, and since I didn't start vlogging on the 5th, I've already finished this book. I've just finished it today, and I can tell you right now, oh my gosh, this is going on my top favorite, top recommended. I love this book so much. It hit so close to home. Let me read you the synopsis. Two lifelong friends decide to trade places for a week before Christmas and end up finding love along the way in this delightful novel from the Queen of Holiday Stories. So I'm definitely gonna be reading more of her stuff, but Peter Armstrong and Hank Colfax are best friends, but their lives couldn't be more different. Peter, the local pastor, is dedicated to his community, spending time visiting the flock, attending meetings, and with the holiday season approaching, preparing for the Christmas service and live nativity. As a bartender, Hank serves a much different customer base at his family-owned tavern, including a handful of lonely regulars and the local biker gang. When Peter scoffs that Hank has it easy compared to him, the two decide to switch jobs until Christmas Eve. To their surprise, the responsibilities of bartender and pastor are similar, but taking on the other's work is more difficult than either Peter or Hank expected. As the two see each other in a new light and each discovers a new love to cherish, their lives are forever changed. In The Christmas Spirit, Debbie McComber celebrates the true meaning of the holidays and the inclusive community spirit that binds us all. A pastor and a bartender trade places? What? Oh my gosh, I was so pumped when I heard somebody else recommend this. I can't remember who recommended it first, but I saw it on a few people's TBRs for December. And as you know, if you've been a part of this channel for a while, my husband and I were pastors up until 6 months ago. We have worked in the church pretty much our whole adult lives. We were bivocational for much of that, which means we had jobs outside the church and worked in the church until the last 6 years, where we worked at the church as our main job, and then I would do hair and other things on the side to help supplement the income. But Debbie McComber must have had a pastor in her family or been in ministry, because she hit the nail on the head so many times that I actually cried. I cried a few times. It was exactly the book I needed in this season right now, my first Christmas season, not being a pastor, not being involved in church, to just help me remember what this is all for. Even some of the reasons that we made the decision to step away from the church are touched on in the book. It was just like, I felt so seen, and it was such a fun story. The romance in it is just beautiful and so heartwarming. Nothing spicy, maybe just a few cute romantic scenes, but nothing crazy at all. She did the most amazing job with this book. I highly recommend to anyone in ministry or anyone who owns a bar. I think it's a great book. It's so good. I loved it. It made me smile, it made me cry, and I'm so happy I picked that one up. So for the next prompt, and this is the one I'm going to be starting right now, it is read a book under 250 pages. And I can't remember which one actually I did pick up for this. It wasn't this one. It is this one. So I'm not starting this right now. I'm going to start the other one. But this is the Christmas in Carton by Tamara Alexander. And this has 243 pages? 244 pages. So this one is, let me read you the synopsis. Recently widowed Alita Prescott struggles to hold life together for herself and her 6-year-old son. With the bank threatening to evict them, she discovers an advertisement for the Women's Relief Society auction and applies for a position, only to discover it's been filled. Then a chance meeting with a wounded soldier offers another opportunity and friendship. But can Alita trust this man? Captain Jake Winston, a revered Confederate sharpshooter, suffered a head wound at the Battle of Chickamauga. When doctors deliver their diagnosis, Jake fears losing not only his greatest skill, but his identity. As he heals, Jake is ordered to assist with the local women's relief auction. He respectfully objects not to a bunch of crinolines. Oh, like the dress crinoline. Okay. Isn't his idea of soldiering, but orders are orders, and he soon discovers this group of ladies, one in particular, is far more than he bargained for. Set against the backdrop of history, let me try that again. Set against the backdrop in history of the Carton Plantation in Franklin, Tennessee, Christmas in Carton is a story of hope renewed and faith restored in Christmas. So I'm not gonna lie, I chose this book because it was set in Tennessee, and this is my first Tennessee Christmas, and so I wanted to read it. And I do love historical fiction. I believe that's what this is gonna be, and I think it is gonna be such a sweet story of romance. But the foreword, or not the foreword, but one of the comments is from Francine Rivers, which is an author I do know, who writes Christian fiction. So I think this is going to be a really amazing read. I love anything historical, and again, the fact that it was set in Tennessee was the thing that sold me, because this is my first Tennessee Christmas. So I'm really excited to start this one. I might start it next. We'll see. And then the one I did think I was starting next is read a book with snow on the cover. And this one, I mean, it's stars. I think I did this one with the snow on the cover and this one for 250 pages originally, and then realized that this was more than 250 pages. So let's just say that this one has snow on the cover. That's what this one was. And this one is under 250 pages, but it's a lie. So this is called All I Want for Christmas, and this one again I think is set in Tennessee. I'm pretty sure it's set in Nashville, so that's why I wanted it. And it's so cute. Look at how my bookmark's in it, because I'm going to start this one next. But it is so cute. It's by Maggie Knox, and this one says, when Sadie and Max are selected as contestants on a famed reality show, singing show, The Star Maker, each thinks they've finally gotten their big Nashville break. So it is Nashville. But then they're paired for a duet week and stun the world with their romantic onstage chemistry. With the fans going wild for the #Saxy, the network demands that they remain a duo on and off stage or exit the competition. Faking a relationship until their final performance in the Star Maker holiday special shouldn't be too hard, except for one small problem. Sadie and Max can't stand each other. But when their dreams just within reach, they agree to the ruse. Will their fake relationship be exposed before they can win? Or might their phony connection turn to be a real Christmas finale? So I thought this just sounded like a cute little Hallmarky romance. I mean, we could probably predict that they're gonna end up falling in love, so like enemies to lovers type deal. And I'm so excited. And it was set in Nashville. So again, this one of all the holiday romances, because I wanted something set in Tennessee, because I'm in Tennessee for this Christmas. So I'm actually going to start this right now, since I just finished the Christmas Spirit. And the last two prompts are, one is a book you received as a gift. And so when I first wanted to join this readathon, I realized I haven't received any books as gifts. So that is a funny little issue to have. So I texted my mom and I said, hey mom, can you buy me a book? And here's the book I want. So she obliged, which I love. And then she sent me like the cutest, like she sent me a candle and a blanket and just said, curl up with a blanket and get cozy and read this book. So I have been wanting to read the full Little Women story. I've watched the movie, all the adaptations a few times. The newest one is my favorite. But I don't believe I've read the whole book through since I was a little girl. Well, like a teenage girl. So I really don't remember reading it. And I want to read it, and I loved this version of it. It's just so cute. I feel like it's going to be such a fun addition, although it is takes place in the life of these sisters. Some of it is in winter, so I felt like it was a good winter read. And I just love this story so much. And I'm actually listening on Audible to Marmee, which that's not part of this, but I would highly recommend Marmee. Is the Little Women story in a different perspective, and Marmee has always been my favorite character, and so I'm kind of holding off for listening to the rest of Marmee to start this book so I can kind of do them together, because I think that's just going to be so magical, and I'm so excited about that. So Little Women, I'm ending the readathon with this because I doubt I'll be able to finish it. I'm going to finish the other 3 during this week, and then this one will probably extend into December, which I am not mad about. This and Marmee will probably be some of my December, so that's exciting. And then read a book while baking a holiday treat is one of the photo prompts for this readathon, and I am going to be making cinnamon rolls. So I'm hoping to include that in this vlog. Lexi, my daughter, actually made these cinnamon rolls for her in-laws who came for Thanksgiving, and she said they were ooey gooey, perfect, just sweet enough, so good. So she sent me the recipe last night, and I'm going to be making them this weekend to end this readathon, and I will share that recipe with you. And through the rest of this video, you're kind of just going to see me reading and a week in my life of reading all these books. Like I said, I've already finished one. I have 2 more to go, and then I'm not expecting to finish this, but I'm definitely going to start it. And then just for honorable mentions, because I finished these this week too, I'm also part of the Bookphoria Harry Potter reread or read, and we finished this book last night, and I'm starting Chamber of Secrets today. I only have it on Audible. I don't have the physical copy yet, but I'm gonna pick one up. I'm trying to find them used to just save some dough, but I actually found a pretty decent deal on Amazon for the set of paperbacks for around $40, so I don't feel like that's too bad, so I might be picking that up. But I have only read the first 3 Harry Potters ever physically, and that was 24 years ago. Yeah, because I'm old. I read them when they first came out. Like, I had to wait for the next one, and then I never finished the series. So I'm really excited about this challenge because it has been so fun, and reading these books has been just like, I don't know, I really love them. And even reading them, I see more of like just the lessons to learn and the friendships, and I really like it. So we did that, and then I'm also part of the Cozy Hollow book club, and they do cozy they do cozy mysteries, and they chose Apple Cider Slaying for the month of December. So I actually picked this up and read this right after Thanksgiving to like be prepared, knowing I'm taking on a hefty load of reading in December. For going from not reading any fiction at all to reading like 6 books in December is quite a lot. So I picked this up right after Thanksgiving, and I actually finished it. And if you want to know my full thoughts on this, I'm going to do a full video on it, and I have a really fun idea because cozy mysteries have recipes in the back, and I plan on sharing those recipes with you and my thoughts on this book. But just spoiler, I really liked it. I'm definitely picking up the rest of the series. So those are other books I have already finished in December. And here we go for the rest of the video. I don't know what's gonna happen, so I hope you guys enjoy. We'll see you in a little bit. diffuse the lighting in my kitchen. It sucks. When we actually own the house, we'll work on it, but I have changed and I'm making dinner. It is a very, very rainy day, and originally we had plans of meeting friends in Nashville tonight for dinner, so I didn't plan on dinner. But with the weather being so bad and Brad got home a little bit later than we expected, those plans changed. So now we're gonna try to do it tomorrow. They're friends of ours from California that are in Nashville for a conference, so we want to meet up with them and say hi. They're only 2 hours away. Better than a 36-hour drive, so I want to say hi. But I want to update you because I have been reading All I Want for Christmas all afternoon. I've been listening to it as I've been doing laundry, and I'm reading and listening. That's my favorite way to consume a book, is if I can have the Audible while I have the physical copy. I just feel like I understand and retain so much better. So I've been doing that, which is funny because I was supposed to go to Nashville today and the whole book is about Nashville. So it's been kind of fun to read. I'm really liking it. It's definitely a romance. The main part of the story is definitely leading on the romance, and it's told from two perspectives, the boy and the girl in the story, and I'm almost to the middle, and there's been a little twist, and I'm a little frustrated. I feel like it's just a miscommunication, and oh, come on guys. But so far so good. I really, really like it. There's a few cuss words, so if that's something that you don't enjoy in your book, then know that they're in there. And so far the romance is not anything spicy. I don't know. I still have half a book to go, so we'll see if this spice comes, but for now it's still pretty innocent. So for dinner tonight we're making, I like to have kielbasa sausage on hand. Let me show you these, and I'm just gonna fry it up, and then I have these mini potatoes that most of the people at my family like, and what I do is I just quarter them and put olive oil, onion powder, garlic powder, and lemon pepper on them and air fry them for about 20 minutes, and they turn out nice and crispy and yummy, and it's a perfect easy side. So we're gonna have the kielbasa, potatoes, salad, and garlic bread for dinner. Since I didn't plan on cooking tonight, this is something I could throw together really easy while I finish my book. Hey friends, so we're getting ready to do a redo of our plans to meet up friends in Nashville, which feels perfect because I just finished my book about Nashville, All I Want for Christmas. So it is all set at Christmas time around a singing competition and people faking a relationship to get publicity, and then might turn into something more, but it is so good. I really, really liked it. I would give it 4 out of 5 stars, and my only marking down of stars is because it did have some foul language and one very steamy scene. I wouldn't say it was like spicy. Like, I don't feel like it's anything worse than what would be shown on TV, although some of the things that are shown on TV these days are a little more than steamy too, but I felt like it was okay. I just skipped through that part, but that wasn't like the heavy focus of the book at all. Their relationship was the real focus, so I could totally get past some of that to do it. But I mean, I just love the relationship, I'm not gonna lie. Like, got a little emotional at the very end. So cute, definitely love it. There's lots of twists and turns. It was a nice little roller coaster ride of a romance, and I really enjoyed it. And I just thought it was so fun because now I'm gonna go to Nashville. And I don't know if all the places she mentioned were like fictional or real, so I'm gonna look up one of the barbecue places that they had, and that might be our dinner tonight. So that was a really fun book. I really like it. So 2 books down of this readathon, and I'm gonna pick up the next one. That's the quicker one. I'm gonna end with Little Women because, like I said, I feel like that's gonna take me longer than just this readathon, but I want to finish the other ones first. So I'm gonna go pick up Christmas at Carnton, the one set in Franklin, and I'm gonna start that one now. Christmas at Carnton. I'm about halfway through it and I'm so obsessed. I will probably finish this tonight because it is so good. It is, I think it's a Christian fiction because she is talking a lot about God and his provision for this poor widow who just lost her husband, and then there's this injured soldier, and I know they're gonna fall in love, but the way he's describing her is like so sweet. I mean, it's on the back of the book, so that, you know, he's a wounded soldier, she's a widow, but he didn't know she was a widow at first when he first met her, and he felt guilty for being attracted to her, so he prayed for her husband in the war that he would come home to her because she deserved it. But he just found out that she's a widow. I'm so excited. Okay, back to reading. Hey guys, so my intentions once again were better than my actual action. So this readathon was great. It was my first readathon and I got through it and loved the books I read. Christmas at Carnton was such a good read. I loved it. It was just very heartwarming and emotional. It was just such a good, sweet read. Perfect. And then I dove into Little Women and I am still there. So this is January 4th. I am a little over halfway done with Little Women and a little over halfway done with Marmee that I'm listening to. This is all I consumed for the rest of December because it was a busy time, obviously, with Christmas, and we had my daughter and her family come in, my granddaughter, and then my son come in, and so we had lots of family time and I just didn't find the time to read. So I am still in my Little Women world and I'm loving it. I have set a goal to finish it this week by Sunday, so I am now reading with a lot more intention and effort to get these two done so I could get on to some different reads for the rest of January. But this was so fun. I was so glad to do this readathon that it like pushed me into reading some fun reads that I probably wouldn't have normally. I will be doing more readathons. I will be better at vlogging it. But overall, it was a great experience. December was great. we closed on the house. One of these clips I say as soon as the house is ours. On December 21st we closed on the house. We have started some remodeling that also has tugged at my reading time. So a lot more audibles I'm assuming will be in my future, but it has been so good. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope next Christmas this gives you some ideas of books that you can read, and I'm excited for this coming year and all the reads that we will do together in this coming year. Thank you for watching, and we will see you next time. Bye guys.